This content is brought to you by Dental Associates. For more than 39 years, Dr. Stephen Price has been practicing dentistry in Northern Virginia. A member of the American Dental Association, the Northern Virginia Dental Society, and the Virginia Dental Society, Price is considered an expert in Invisalign and continues to be an award-winning innovator in the industry.
Hey everybody, Nick, you are here to bring you a micro recap of the WCAC semifinals. We already did Good Counsel in Gonzaga. That game was Friday night. Now the other semifinal, St. John's hosting DeMatha Saturday during the day at St. John's High School at Fernandez Stadium, and they were pumped up for this one. These two rivals going at it for the second time in less than 3 weeks as they met in the regular season, which was a close St. John's win. You see both teams were fired up for the coin toss. Both fan bases came out in full effect. DeMatha from Maryland, St. John's, D.C., but it started off with the kickers. It was Danny Reyes, number 42 for St. John's, makes it 3-0. And then on St. John's or DeMatha's next possession, they botched the handoff. They fumble it, and that's recovered by St. John's defensive lineman, number 23, Malachi Sherman. Sets the Cadets up in great field position, and they don't take long as they go up top. Soljay Mayava to wide receiver Caleb Coombs for the touchdown. That made it 10-0. DeMatha would drive and then attempt a long field goal on their next drive, which came up short from Daniel Holbrook, but that was a very good kick. It was a long kick, tough for them. But then St. John's on their next possession would get down to the red zone, and we actually had a delay there as DeMatha defensive back Cole Donaldson was injured, had to be carted off the field in a ambulance. We pray that he's all right, all of us here at DMV Stream. But St. John's would punch it in on the next play. Antoine Baby busts Littleton for the touchdown. That made it 17-0 St. John's. This was teetering on a blowout, but then DeMatha would come back. Cameron Edge fakes the handoff on the goal line and finds his receiver, Sia Bangura, for the touchdown. That put DeMatha back into this one, 17-7. All right, St. John's' next possession, they're driving. It's 4th and short, and they are stopped. The DeMatha defense holds. Everyone thought they had it, but they didn't get it. DeMatha gets the ball back, does nothing with it, and St. John's would come back, and then they miss a field goal of their own. Danny Reyes misses that one from a bit farther out, and then we got 17-7 still, and then St. John's late in the third quarter, Colby McDonald gets loose down the left sideline, a huge run down to the 1-yard line, over 50-yard rush for the junior running back, and then everyone knows who's getting the ball after that. Yep, Air Littleton coming at you. Antoine Baby Bus Littleton goes over the pile and gets in for his second touchdown of the game. This made it 24-7. St. John's, there was a long touchdown run by Marshawn Lloyd, made it 24-14 now. And then DeMatha, they get it down to Jaden Bradley. He catches a nice ball from Cameron Edge. They mark that down at the 1-yard line. Switch the quarters, fourth quarter now, switch the fields, and Marshawn Lloyd punches it in right there. That made it 24-20. Good St. John. So DeMatha's still in this, only down 24-20, but then St. John's senior quarterback says, not on my watch. Comes down his very next drive. Soljay Mayava fakes the pitch and runs it in for the touchdown. They made it 31-20 St. John's, and they added a field goal from Danny Reyes, the kicker, just a little bit of insurance, and this game would finish 34-20 St. John's as they would hang on to beat Gonzaga or DeMatha, and they advance to the WCAC championship to face Good Counsel, who we saw how they got there in our last segment. St. John's, Good Counsel will be going at it for the second time this year, 6 p.m. at Catholic University on Sunday. St. John's won the first matchup of the year, 34-31, so it should be another great game as those two will go at it, 6 p.m. Sunday night at Catholic University America in the district for the WCAC Capital Division Final. And we'll have all highlights, recaps, and all that good stuff from that game next week right here on DMVSTREAM.com.
At DMVSTREAM.com, we use state-of-the-art live streaming and video production tools to create an unparalleled viewing experience from local sporting events. Whether we're using our 12-foot HD broadcast production truck or employing one of our state-of-the-art fly pack kits, our broadcasts always include multiple camera angles, instant replay, live scoring, graphics, and a complete broadcast crew working together to showcase the DMV's finest. Contact us today to learn more about our services and streaming packages. Visit us on the web at DMVStream.com.